What's up, everybody? This Mr. 100K a day in the flesh with another episode of the biggest hater in track and field. And today we're going to be briefly talking about the youngster Quincy Wilson. And he's been running at amazing times. Very proud of the young man. As a young black kid, he's an honor roll student. He has a lot of positive, good things going for himself. But I'm here to tell you guys, I'm here to predict right now, guys. Well, I'm going to just say, I think he's cheating. I think he's cheating. They always say, if something's too good to be true, it probably is. I think it's definitely one of those cases. I think he's cheating. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets popped. And when he gets popped, it's going to be the most sensational story that any of us have ever heard or seen. But unfortunately, it's going to be a story that we have seen many, many times as of recent. So just to give people a quick recap, in the last year, we've watched Isama Zinga. He had the 100-meter world junior record. Of course, he was the first high school kid to ever go, under 10. He broke the world junior record, ran 9.83 wind 80. He beat Noah Lyles, ran 8.989 legal. I'm sorry, ran 9.89 legal. What happened to him? Busted. Lost his world junior record. Lost it all, suspended for 4 years. Okay. Then we got the high school kid, Arian Knighton. What does he do? Goes to the Olympics, 2021. He's 17 years old. 2022, 2023. He does all these great things. 2024 comes around. He runs a great indoor time, which is his only, performance of the year as far as in the 200-meter dash. He's looking good, adds more muscle on. What happens subsequent to that? Busted. Both of these athletes are popped in out of competition tests. Okay. And these are the record holders. These aren't just, run of the mill athletes, sprinters that were coming along, journeymen. These were the top of the line male sprinters up and coming. And these were teenagers. Okay. Or just barely 20 years old. Okay. So here we are now. Fast forward to the middle of 2024. Now we have another 16-year-old, right? In another sprint event who is doing amazing things that no other 16-year-old, that no other kid has done before, just like the ones before him. Okay? Just like the ones before him in the last year. Why are we to think that he is any different? Why are we to believe that he is any different? Why are we to believe that the event, out of all the events, the one that probably is the most difficult to be successful in? When you think about the sprints, guys, yes, you got to have a certain amount of power, but some of these kids are still having flat speed, even as teenagers. Even in the 200, some of these guys have the flat speed and enough speed endurance where they can still run pretty good in the 200, maybe without the assistance of performance enhancing drugs. But when you think about that 400-meter dash, when you think about that 400, when you need that perfect mix of speed, power, endurance, cardiovascular strength to be successful, that takes us to a whole nother level. So an event that arguably is more difficult, an event that arguably probably has the longest standing record. I think the record for high school and under 18 in the United States, I believe it's been standing probably 40 years by Darrell Robinson. I don't think no kid has ever gone under 45 seconds in the last 30 years or more, at least 30, 35 years. Obi Moore, the Harrison twins, Alvin and Calvin. These are all guys who are either Olympians or just doing amazing things. None of them went under 45 seconds. Now, with the backdrop of knowing that just recently the other top class sprinters in the 100 and 200 between Arian Knighton and Isama Zinga, they were popped using drugs. It makes Quincy Wilson look extremely suspicious. 44.5 seconds. Why should we believe that he is legit? Why should we believe that he is any different? Do you guys believe that he's doing anything different? Do you believe he's just this wonder child that comes along 16 years old, looks like he's 13 or 12, and just this incredibly strong and amazing? Is it possible? Or do we revert to our common sense and what they always tell us? If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark on the calendar right now. Today, on June the 26th, 2024, I predict that Quincy Wilson will be busted for using performance enhancing drugs. I'm saying it. He will be busted. Something will come up in his urine. He will be busted for using some sort of performance enhancing drugs. I refuse to believe a kid is just this good in this day and age. Maybe back in the day when they weren't drug tested regularly and all that stuff in the 80s, a lot of those things happened in the 80s, right? With Henry Neal and the rest of those guys, great as teenagers. But as of recent, we have seen no teenage kids in the sprints on the male side do well without performance enhancing drugs. So I'm here to tell you guys that the clock is ticking. Quincy Wilson, his days as a very clean athlete, as a respectable young man, are numbered. He's going to be busted, just like the other sprinters have been busted. And I'm not going to laugh at him because he's a good student. He's a good kid, honor roll and everything. I'm not going to laugh at him. But what I will do is I will look all of you in the face and say, I told you so. I told you so. This kid is hiding something. When I look into his eyes, he's too confident for a 16-year-old. He's too confident. He don't move like a 16-year-old. He move like an old man. He talks like he already knows what time it is. He talks like something is giving him some what I call liquid courage through a syringe. I honestly believe it. Remember what they say. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So what I'm saying is if the kid is running and performing in a way that makes you believe that he's too good to be true, too good to be true, he probably is cheating. And I'm willing to be the first one to go out here and say, I believe he's cheating and he's going to be caught sooner than we know it. This is another episode of The Biggest Hater in Track and Field. And I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.